It is time now for the Peter Channel afternoon news on this Sunday afternoon on October 23rd, 2016. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I your top news headlines at 12:10 p.m. on this Sunday afternoon. And our top story at 12:10 p.m. is the ghost of AOL will haunt the Time Warner AT&T deals that 2000 merger with AOL made Time Warner CEO Jeff Book-Snatcher. So what's different now? Near Muscle Iraq. Kurdish Peshmerga forces are within 5 miles of Mosul. Commanders said Sunday after days of fighting and sweeping territory gains in the operation to free the key Iraqi city from the ISIS control. What? Iran. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani on Sunday criticized U.S. presidential candidates' behavior during the recent debates. Tensions are high inside the jungle and spawned makeshift refugee camp in the French port town of Calais, where 40 days were beginning evicting migrants on Monday. A former member of Japan's self-defense forces apparently committed suicide Sunday by detonating an explosive device at a park north of Tokyo in the city of Utsunomiya as a man at age 72 caused the death of one person and injured 3, according to police. Jung Kutbai, the first woman to climb Everest and the first the tallest man in all 7 continents, died on Thursday. So says the head of the British Bankers Association, at least insisted that the result of the accident, the potential lack of passport in the various banks making up the city are headed overseas to protect the European Union business. UN peacekeeping forces assisted Haitian on 40 days on Saturday and Sunday to seek out more than 170 inmates who escaped a prison north of Port-au-Prince, leaving in the guard an inmate dead in the wake and 11 others injured. After all, the head fakes the millions of dollars in the ad reservations made and canceled the police to help from underdogs to the DC. Philadelphia, a once rising star in Pennsylvania politics, will learn Monday whether she is headed to prison or feud for that led the state attorney general leaked grand jury materials to the president lying about it under oath. The Clinton campaign debated whether it did not the speech of race relation would help Hillary, as hacked emails from the personal account of Hillary Clinton's top campaign official shows some of the attention her team paid to court and black voters. A search is underway for Tina and National Hampshire may have fallen in a storm during on Friday during torrential rain. Multiple agencies are searching local waters for 16-year-old Jacob Goulet, who was reported missing Saturday morning. Sinai, Yemen. Airstrikes began at noon in Yemen shortly after 72-hour ceasefire expired. No casualties banned and reporters were far from the bombings. In Lowell, Massachusetts, the spike in opioid addiction and overdose deaths in Massachusetts led to a jump in the number of grandparents stepping up to care of their grandchildren. On Tuesday, our Attorney General Maura Healey's office teamed up with a commission that status of grandparents raising children for the town hall in Lowell Middlesex Community College. Between 2010 and 2015, the number of children being cared for by relatives in Massachusetts increased by more than 50%. Boston, Yankee Magazine, GBH, Boston Public Television Station are teaming up to launch a new travel and lifestyle show exploring New England. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia says its oil minister is meeting with its Russian and Gulf Arab counterparts in Riyadh as the kingdom pushes to convince major oil producing countries to cut production in order to increase prices. The results are similar in the national poll, as 49% of Americans said a wall would be a waste. West Virginia candidate for governor owes millions in taxes. Astronauts use the International Space Station's arm to grapple with the Cygnus cargo spacecraft released in more than started the process of bringing in more than 5,100 pounds of supplies and researchers equipment aboard. The report estimates between the 221 and 450 snow leopards that have been killed since 2008, but noted that the number could be higher since kills in remote Earth going to detecting and it's difficult to monitor the trade of big cats. About 8,000 people get some form of fibrosis every year using it from eating raw and cooked shellfish, according to Centers for Disease Control. With Teal Pumpkin Project, Halloween gets less tricky for allergic kids. On a Weezer Saturday in Central Park, pink feather speckled a late summer scene before 8 a.m. 100 or so breast cancer survivors, volunteers, and the leadership of the Greater New York affiliate of the Susan G. Komen Foundation Garrett. Hillary Clinton has opened up a 12-point advantage over Donald Trump following her final debate last weekend and reached the critical 50% mark, according to a new poll released on Sunday. While Clinton campaign manager said Sunday there was no evidence to suggest that State Department used the Clinton Foundation to reach political leverage during her time as Secretary of State, that Democratic Party officials trying to say. It's shocking that the type of imagery is that part of the course when it comes to the Trump campaign. Peter Chill News Time is now 12:15 p.m. on this Sunday afternoon, and it is time now for our sports report this afternoon. The New England Patriots will be taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers at 4:25 p.m. out at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, while the New England Rebels will be taking on the Mountain Red game time 4 o'clock. 4:10-11 the fourth quarter. New York Giants holding a 17-10 lead on the Los Angeles Rams out of London, England. Alabama star defensive lineman Jonathan Allen didn't know the severity of Eddie Jackson's injury until just before entering the media room for a post-game interview Saturday night. The Seattle Seahawks coach says to believe win over the Cardinals on Sunday Night Football will lock the NFC West, not with more than half of the season remaining. Peter Childers time is now 12:16 p.m. on this Sunday afternoon, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. On the subway system MBTA, it's looking good, but on the MBTA commuter rail, Western Train 25 will 10:50 and inbound to picked up at 15-20 minutes late between Ashland and South Station and later qualified equipment. Western Train 2505 is arrived at 10:50 minutes late between Back Bay and Western due to the late probably inbound train. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Alright, take a look at the highways and byways of New England. Merritt Parkway on the westbound side, it is backed up from Route 25 and Bridgeport. 95 on the southbound side, it is back to the Bridgeport down to Fairfield. 95 on the northbound side, it is back down to New Haven. Interstate 91 on the southbound side, it is back to around 691 out in Meriden, Connecticut. Interstate 84 westbound side, it is back to around Interstate 91 Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on the southbound side, it's back to from 291 and 57 in Springfield. Mills back on the westbound side, it is back to Auburn, all the way out to Sturbridge, Massachusetts. Eldon, Rhode Island, 138 on the westbound side, it is back to Jamestown. 95 on the southbound side, it is back to Brown, Department and Stretch. Around the area of the Xfinity Center, it's a little slow around 140 area due to the Autism Speaks walk at the Xfinity Center, so expect a few delays around that area, 140. 95 on the northbound side, it is back to the Deposit Street, normally to Route 128 Canton. Route 3 on the northbound side, it is back to 233 Rockland on the way out to Derby Street in Hingham. Route 6 on the westbound side is back to Hartsville at Route 134 in Dennis. 7 Expressway, the northbound side is back to Quincy all the way to the Mass back to 93 northbound is back up to the Pike all the way up to Zakin Bridge. 93 the southbound side back to the Somerville down to Zakin Bridge. 120 on the northbound side it is backed up from Great Plain Avenue and Needham all the way out to Route 9 in Wolseley. Route 128 on the northbound side is back around Peabody. 120 southbound side is backed up to 95 to Route 1 in Peabody, and then it breaks again around Route 93 out in Woburn. 495 on both ends is backed up from Amesbury all the way up to Route 95. 95 on the northbound side back to Hampton Tolls. And highways on 89, 91 on the southbound side at Wilson up to the Canadian border up in upstate Vermont. And Interstate 87 on the southbound side is backed up around Route 11 up in Champlain, New York. Peter Chell News Time, 12:18 on this Sunday afternoon, and it is time now for a weather report. And it is a typical fall day. Clear skies, blustery and chilly conditions. That's a typical fall day here in New England here. For day 1 day tonight, wind advisory, day 2 to 7, Monday for Saturday. We'll need to monitor for frost lines in the areas where the current season continues with tonight or early Thursday. Wind advisory remains in effect until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this evening, as location includes eastern and southeastern Massachusetts as well as Rhode West 15-25 miles per gust up to 40 miles an hour. Strongest winds mid-afternoon to mission late impacts strong winds mainly down tree limbs and branches that lead to outside power outage, and strong gusty winds would blow around unobscured outdoor objects. All right. Take a look at outages there. 1,087 customers in the dark without any power. For National Grid in Massachusetts. While out in Eversource got 369 customers in the dark in Massachusetts. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For this afternoon, sun's got about 55 degrees. What's about 50 miles of gust, 37 miles an hour. For tonight, at church rain may out to 4 a.m. Increased clouds about 41 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 9 miles an hour. Gust, 25 miles an hour. Just beach at 30%. New amounts less than 7-inch possible. Monday, church rain may before 7 a.m. Most of the skies got gradual climate and sunny skies about 57 degrees. Northwest about 5 to 14 miles an hour. Just beach at 30%. New amounts less than 7-inch possible. Monday night, most coast go at 34 degrees. West about 69 miles an hour. For Tuesday, most of the city podcast got about 31 degrees. Northwest about 69 miles an hour. For Wednesday, most of the city podcast got about 47, about 29 degrees. Thursday, podcast got about 51 degrees. Thursday night, rain like May up to 4 a.m. Most coast got about 38 degrees. Just based at 6%. Friday, rain like mostly coast got about 58, about 39 degrees. Just based at 6%. And for Saturday, most of us got about 58 degrees. Currently not near, it is sunny skies and 55 with a humidity of 46. And that is going to be it for the Peter channel. Afternoon news on this October 23rd, 2016 on a Sunday afternoon. Peter, have a good afternoon, good podcast. I'll see you at 11 o'clock for late night report because there'll be no Peter channel 5 o'clock news because of the Patriots Steelers game. Have a good afternoon and go back!